Hello everyone, I am Melinda NailFanatic with Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot, NailFanatic's Artistry Design Studio, and Pure Romance. And I am here to do our August 17th, 2017 Daily Tarot. So let's spread these cards and see what is the message for us for today from the Words of Clarity deck. These are available for your personal use at home, but they must be commissioned because each deck is custom and unique. I don't have duplicates. The focus card comes out, the target, the hub, the center. What's in your limelight? Are you in the limelight? Are you the focus of attention? What are you focused on? What is your target? What is your go-to vibration? What is it that your mind keeps going back to and back to and back to throughout your day? Naturally, what do you continue to find yourself pondering? What do you continue to find yourself looking at? Manipulation, because you have the opportunity here to manipulate your point of focus so that it could be one that's more that serves you better. Is your point of focus serving you the way you would like it to, or could it be serving you better, is the question that comes up today. Is your point of focus one that's serving you what's pleasing to you, or could your point of focus be manipulated to serve you better? Okay, let's see what is the flash card for the day. And hello, my loves, all my beautiful brothers and sisters of humanity who have tuned in to see the messages that are being delivered through me on this beautiful divine day that we're living in a beautiful divine way. So let's see what is our flash card for the day. I just love these things. Don't you love flashcards? My children's flashcards. The gorilla. Let me ask you this. Does this make you think of anyone when you see this gorilla? Because for me, when I look at this, I think of a King of Pentacles, okay? So for me, I see King of Pentacles. I see a male person who is very masculine, very strong, very grounded, and almost bullheaded, I'm hearing. Okay, and then we have 4 frogs at the bottom of the flashcards deck. The 4 is about stability, and the frogs for me are something like a Pentacles card, but they're more about getting over something that must be jumped over. And so what I'm getting here is with the 4 of frogs and the gorilla, I feel that something that's been the same for so long is we're making changes to it. We are going to shift out of something that had been status quo for so long, and we're going to bring a manipulation into that situation by utilizing our point of focus to allow us to advance by leaps and bounds with the frog, okay? So now let's see, what is our spirituality general tarot message for the day? What is the situation, Love Source God, for today, August the 17th, 2017? And so last night when I was getting myself mentally prepared for today, I realized that, 8/17, 1 + 7 = 8, 2017. But of course, we in our society say 8/17, 17. So 888 reactivating today. In my mind, that's what I received. Okay, so let's get into this message for our general message today. We have the Hangman as a situation. Our advice is the Strength card, and our support is the Judgment. Okay. So last night, before I went to bed, I went outside and I was standing by my big old tree in front of my house. Her name is Florence. And while I was standing next to Florence, I heard, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, or the law. I was listening to a talk by Florence Scovel Shinn. Funny enough, I love it. So I was listening to I just realized that. I was listening to Florence Scovel Shinn. If you've not heard any of her talks, please write that name down. I will say it one more time. Florence Scovel Shinn. And Scovel is Scovelshinn. Florence is just like we all sound, and just like Florence my tree is named, which is what I just realized. So I was listening to Florence Scovel Shinn on my Spotify, and she was speaking about a lot of scriptures make a lot more sense in regards to the utilization of the law of attraction if we would switch out the term Lord for law. And then she said, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. And then she said law, as though in parentheses. And so while I was standing there and listening to this, Love Source God shows me the traditional, I'm going to find it for you, the traditional Rider-Waite version of the Judgment card, and says that's the meaning. It's stand still and see the salvation of the law. Why the law? Because what lords over you is your law, your belief in what is law for you. So if you believe it, it is unto you as you believe. And so there's the traditional Judgment card, and it shows all the people coming out of their grave. And for me, the law, so what you have predicted unto yourself is your law. What you have decided for yourself is your law. So as you have decided new and predicted new and spoke out new for yourself, that is your new law. And so stand still and see the salvation of the law, the rebirth, the universe responding in tune to the prayer that we had wished out is our support today with this Blossom card here. And so you can see the two different images and what they look like, but it's the same tarot card. And so here we have an individual who is creating into reality. And what is she using? She's using her point of focus here. Can you see that? See? This is, if you look at all three of these tarot cards that came out of this beautiful deck today, you can see focus in every one of these cards. Focus is so important. What is your point of focus? With the Hangman here being here as a situation, I'm seeing that through this Observe card, everything is focused. Every set of these other eyes is focused to the center here, to the one. And so what is your focus? The Hangman being in a situation says today you can come out of a situation that has been stagnant, that has felt unproductive, through situations, physical situations that arise and take you from one spot to another physical spot, from one physical situation to another physical situation, based on your point of focus. I feel like this gorilla is going to come in and be like, oh, well, by the way, did you know, whoop, and that's going to take you from here to there. And so that's available for us. However, also, I pick up with this Observe card is that we are being more observant of our point of focus at this time. And we are stabilizing our point of focus. So I'm hearing somebody wants to really get their finances going better. And so you're making it a point of focus to look for evidence of prosperity, wealth, and abundance in your life. And you're allowing that to be your point of focus. And you're staying there as much as possible, longer and longer, and drawing out and milking out that wealthy, rich, abundant, lavish, luxurious feeling. And even if that's only because you have dish soap in your bathtub with you because you can't afford no Bubba bath, you feel me? Find that luxurious spot. Drawing it out is the situation also for somebody today. The advice for us today, and today is a very pivotal day, I must say, because we have 3 major arcana showing up here. There are plenty of minors in this deck as well, just like every other tarot deck, but we have all major arcana showing up here. So it's a highly transformative spiritual day. There's a lot of external influences. The universe is presenting us a lot of different situations and circumstances for us to show our focus and show how we journey through them. Okay, so our advice is this Control card. This is also the card of strength. This is card ruled by the sun. We have another representation of the sun here. Leo energy. Leo energy, folks. Get on that. What's going on with all this Leo energy? Because there's a lot out there. However, and it is affecting everybody. This is about having the power to take all sorts of actions. Having the power to stay or to go. Having the power to speak or to silent. And choosing stillness. This is also a card where the universe says what you're putting out is coming back to you. What is your point of focus? You want to manipulate what's coming back to you, figure out what you were putting out to attract it in the first place, then you can tweak it, and then in that way is how you manipulate what's coming into you. So let's say you have a situation that you're not liking. Even if you can't necessarily see what it was that was in your vibrational field, in your thought pattern, in your speech pattern, in your feeling patterns, if you can't automatically just know, you can ask, Love Source, God, Universe, help me see how it was that I focused myself into this situation, because I would like to be able to manipulate my focus into another direction. And to be able to best do that, I need to understand what it was I had done, so that way I know what to not do in the future and how I can tweak it and make it something else that I'm doing in the future. Because the support is whatever I focus on, you give back to me. Whatever I put out comes back to me, and you're doing it and responding really fast to me, universe. And it seems that as I think it, it becomes. As I think it, it grows. As I think it, it materializes. And that's really the energy we're living in right now. So we want to be very decisive and deliberate about what we're allowing ourselves to focus on. If you got folks around you that are bringing you down and naysaying you and giving you doubts and giving you worries and giving you frustrations, well, it might be time to go from a hiatus from that relationship, okay? It might be time to go on a hiatus from that relationship. And if it's, let's say, it's a relationship you feel you can't, notice the air quotes on can't, that you feel you can't get away from, well, then you're going to have to learn how to be in control of your vibration around this person. And ultimately, that's what we want to do anyways. We want to be the ones that even when we're around some big old squawking gorilla that just acting a fool and acting like a big old gorilla and monkey in our face, that we can hop right over whatever present challenges or obstacles are there and continue to hold our point of attraction, hold our focus to be the one that is undisturbed by the other. That's true self-mastery. And if you can't do that in a situation, and you can't feel good in the situation, and you can't focus yourself out of being affected by the other, then that is your soul letting you know that it is time to go somewhere where you can. Okay? put yourself in a situation where you are able to exhibit that self-mastery. Now let's get into our financial message for the day. What is a message about our financial flow, Love Source God? What is it that we need to know, Love Source God? Oh, guys, have you checked out my performance videos? I have a playlist on this channel called Taking the Mic. And it is... I added in last night videos from when I first made YouTube videos, okay? And I was listening to them, and it's just a whole lot of really powerful channeled messages that I've received for us over the years. And then, of course, I put in my videos where I've been performing open mic more recently. But, boy, that was sure nice. One of my clients wanted to hear them while I was doing her nails yesterday, and so I put them on for her, and boy, it was just what I needed to hear. What do you know? I'm over here with these old videos that I did forever ago, it feels like, and then all of a sudden, it was just what I needed right now. So that was pretty magical. So if you've got some time and you might enjoy listening to them, because I sure did, and I think I'm going to listen to the rest of them today. So now, finances. Today is a day in our financial world where we're going through some strong healing. We have 2 of my healing cards here. This is universe pouring in healing to you. Healing opportunities. This is taking hold of the healing. This is, I've decided that I'm going to grasp this healing thought. I'm going to grasp this healing moment. And what I'm going to do with this healing is I'm going to allow it to be at the center of focus for my finances. So I do feel that somebody has been going through some financial challenges, likely several, because finances is one of the most conflicted vibrations that many have. And so now it's a beginning to see the blessings a little bit different. And I think what it is you're beginning, well, what I'm hearing what it is you're beginning to give your attention in a greater way to looking at your situation as a blessing. And so I think you might have heard me say, or someone else say, that, you know, if you can embrace it, you can erase it. To disempower a situation, you have to embrace it. I know I received that message by Divine Channel a couple years ago, and I've been speaking about it a lot. You know, the first part of it is what you resist persists. And that part has been out forever. Always heard that part. Really appreciated that part. And then one day after I was thinking about that, Love Source God says, but if you can embrace it, you can erase it. And so this is about us embracing the situation in our finances. Okay, so let's say, for example, your finances are a little bit tighter than you would like them to be. As a matter of fact, they're so tight that rubber band is about to pop and snap back and slap you on the hand. And so if that is your truth, then we can embrace it by saying, you know what? The wonderful thing about this financial situation for me is that from here, I have a lot of room to put a lot of money in my account, in my purse, in my wallet. From here, there's a lot available to me. From here, I know that since things are this tight and there's such a great need, and since I am the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, in other words, the owner of this planet and every dollar on it, there must be so much money that's trying to get to me right now, because I have bills to pay, I have food to buy, I have gas to put in my vehicle, and so on and so forth. And so since all that is true, and these finances feel like a stretched out rubber band, I am certain that it must also be true that there are a lot of funds that are lined up ready to get to me. And if I can just get into an allowing state and make allowing and peace with my situation and peace with divine timing part of my focus, then I know I will be able to see it. And that's what I can do to help manipulate this financial situation right now. And so that's the work that I see going on with this, because here we have another 8. So again, what you put out coming back to you in the thought process. So if you can put out in your thought process that somehow that, although you can't always see how the finances are working out for you, although you can't always see the things, for example, haven't you had a surprise before? Somebody surprised you, something happened, it was a surprise, and you didn't know any of those things were gathering energy and culminating to make a beautiful synchronistic rendezvous for a surprise for you until you got it. And so, likewise, there are things happening for you financially right now that you're unaware of. But your point of focus is the manipulation that's going on here. So if you're going to sit at home and say, oh man, this situation is so tough, and I'm so upset, and I don't know what to do, and I think I'm going to get depressed, and you know what I'm saying? And make these thoughts work against you, or you can sit up there and say the things that I've been telling you and sharing with you that have actually, I can only tell you these bits of advice because I've done it. And it's worked for me, okay? I'm only sharing with you that which has worked for me, which is, although I cannot always see everything that is working out for me, I know that everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me, 'cause everything is always working out for me. And that means with my money too, okay? And so this is about being at peace. The affirmation for us is, I am at peace with divine timing regarding my financial flow. I am at peace with the divine perspective of my financial flow. I am at peace with my financial flow. If we can work these affirmations into our high vibration feeling place, and where it just feels so good, do you know the magic that will cast all over your finances? Okay, and then another thing you can do, another technique to help you as we're in this financial healing phase, is what would life look like financially if we just took this bottle of magic right here and poured it all over your finances? What would that look like? What would happen in your world? Remember, we're practicing our point of focus. What would happen in your world now that we are taking, see this little bottle of magic I'm holding in my hand? Can you see it? There's a bottle of magic in my hand. It's sparkling and it's bright and it's beautiful and it seems to glow. And so I'm going to take this bottle of magic and I'm going to pour it all over your finances, all over my finances. Can you feel that? Can you see that? And so I want you, now that we've poured magic all over our finances, hold on, let me put the lid on the rest of this magic and set it on the side, because I have plenty of magic. My bottle of magic is unending, it's infinite, and it's self-replenishing, and it's self-sustaining, okay? So now that we've poured magic all over our finances, your task for the rest of this day is to practice those affirmations and also play with the idea of what is going to happen. What might you see in your life now that we have poured magic on our finances? Is the question for you to find the answer to. Now let's get into our romances. Man, I sang Aaliyah at your best, you are love. You guys, did you hear that on my video performance? I was so proud of myself, like so proud of myself. It's such a nerve-wracking thing to sing a cappella in front of a bunch of strangers. And I hadn't been on any mics since I was in middle school or high school. And so, boy, self-empowerment. Get out there and stretch yourself. Stretch yourself. Try something different. See what your dreams feel like. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys go into the playlist that's called Taking the Mic and check out all of the different videos that I've done of channeled messages. That's what they all are. So let's see, what is our romance messages for today? I absolutely love you guys so much. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have 8 of Fire as a situation. And our advice, we have the 2 of Water. And the support that we have is the 3 of Air. Okay, so let me just see what Love Source God has for me to say about all of this. I'm hearing, oh my God, you got so much going on in regards to romance. I'm hearing that you have a lot of options. For somebody, the 8 of Fire is representative of different options as far as activities, because you're actually in a committed relationship, and so you and your partner are right now looking at different opportunities. But I'm also hearing, again, there's another 8. Now we have 3 8s on the table, so 888 message, y'all. And we had that not that long ago, a 888 message. But with the 3, actually we have 4 8s on the table. There's the 17. Yes, yes, yes. 1 plus 7 equals 8. So we actually have 4 8s on the table now. Is that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so, and how perfect it is on 8, 17, 17. Then we have all these 8s. And I started out the video talking about that. I love the way this stuff works. Our actions are coming back to us. The things that the way we treat others, the way we look at others is coming back to us. So if you're having somebody that's romantically interested in you, your response to this person, the tact with which you handle the situation, regardless of your level of interest and mutual interest with this person, is coming back to you. So what I mean by that is, let's say I got this dude and he's interested in me, right? I'm a businesswoman. I got a big family. He's a single dude. Ain't got no kids. He ain't got no business. He's working a job, and granted that's good enough for him, but it's not good enough for my standards because I'm a businesswoman. I need somebody more on my financial level that matches me. But if I handle this dude rudely, if I'm like, oh, hell no, you're broke, you can't deal with me. Oh, no, your job's not good enough for me. Oh, I'm better than you. Oh, I'm a business owner. You need to get like me, or I can't deal with you. Or I can say, well, thank you very much for your interest. I thank you so much. I really appreciate your compliments, but I'm really not interested at this time. But I wish you all the best. You see, there's different ways to handle things. So I'm feeling the way you handle this is very important, because this is our romantic situation. We attracted that person to us. So the way we handle it, we're sending a message to the universe. Are we going to handle situations kind? Are we going to handle situations cruel? We want to handle the situations kind because with additional situations and circumstances that we're attracting, we want to be dealt with kindly. We want the energy that we put out, the way we communicate with others, the way we interact with others, to be reflective of the way we want to be treated. That golden rule, guys. Can anybody feel me on the golden rule? Give this video a thumbs up if you can feel it on the golden rule. Get up there and make the little thumbs up thing go up. But if you can feel it on the golden rule, you know, the golden rule says, treat others as you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And, you know, the B part to that is, and if they don't, then stop treating them, okay? But we weren't really talking about that right now, but somebody needed to hear that. If you're treating them one way and hoping that they would treat you the same way and they're not, stop treating them. Because for somebody, this is about that. This is about you've been doing good to this person. You've been supporting them. You've been helping them. You've been a wonderful person in their life. You've been empowering them and all that. Well, what they're doing in giving back to you, you don't like, because it's not that type of energy. It's draining. They're mean. They're manipulative. They're cruel. They act like an overbearing gorilla sometimes, and you don't like it. And so if they're not treating you according to what you deserve, your job is to stop allowing them to treat you, period. Okay? As well, there is a tactful, good way to do this, or not good, because I don't really cling to good or bad. It's just this feels better and that doesn't feel as better. So aligned and not aligned way to do these things. We can be cruel and heartless, or we can be tactful and peaceful. And the way we put our actions out is the way they come back to us. So the way we deal with others is the way we will be dealt with. Why? Because as we deal with others, we are placing an order with the universe. We are placing an order with God, saying, this is what I choose for me. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. So you are placing an order every time you deal with other people. If you're being a douche to somebody, you are placing an order that somebody must be a douche to you. If you are being an angel to somebody, you are placing an order that somebody be an angel to you. And that's kind of how this works. And so that's the situation today. What you put out is coming back really fast. And this is me making figure eights. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is me making figure eights, karmic. What you put out is coming back. Also, I do get somebody's single, and oh my God, it's like everywhere you turn, there's somebody else interested in you. Somebody's asking you out for dinner. Somebody wants to get to know you, and can I get your number? And what you doing tonight? And is it possible I can see you next week? Or do you think we might have dinner sometime? Or I'd really like to take a walk. Do you mind if we walk and talk? Just little things like that going on. I feel today, for somebody, like you're going to have that stuff happening. Your best course of action is 2 of water. Let the energy flow, honey. Let the love flow. Wherever you go, let the love flow. For somebody, I do feel that you're going to hear from somebody from your past who you had. It's like this relationship has been, from your mind, your perspective, you feel that this relationship is over, but really this relationship has been in a holding pattern, and it's getting ready to come back together for some more healing. Because that's the underlying support here, is this healing. We have healing going on right now between 2 royal entities. I'm going to just try to show this closer because it's so hard to make out from so far. Even up front, it's kind of hard to see. Excuse me. A little sneeze. Okay. See the 2 royal divine birds there? Oh, they're so cute. And see that divine healing angel there? So there's some healing going on between these 2 divine little birds. And trust and believe you are both divine. If this is you dealing with the past returning, okay? Now, for somebody else, so this is about just getting in touch with that love vibration. And even if these are not like anybody you're going to be actually romantic with or have sex with or fall in love with, or you might not ever kiss this person or touch this person, but whoever these people are that are coming into you, let the love energy flow still. Because you don't have to have sex with somebody. You don't have to be in love with somebody. You don't have to have a full-on relationship with somebody, or even a appearance of a relationship. This could be a total stranger that just gives you beautiful compliments. Take it with love. Flow love back. Because it's very healing for us in our romantic sphere today. And I do see that somebody with all of these options, like you're going to find a perfect match. There is somebody out there finding their perfect match today that's really going to help them move past any past heartbreaks and past pains in regards to romance, and help heal your belief in love again, is what I'm hearing. Okay, heal your belief in love. But remember, your focus is the main thing. Like, what are you focused on? That was the main message through everything today. What are you focused on? Are you focused on having a positive opportunity to interact with another human and taking advantage of that positive opportunity to speak positively and to act positively, because you know what you're putting out comes back. And if you're putting out being a douche, it's going to come back to you being a douche. And all those messages apply to you whether you are single or committed, folks. That's a totally general message that could get really deep for all of us. So, big message today. Wonderful things are on the way. We have all these 8s on the table. One of my girls had sent me the video on the 8s. Sis, you know who you are. If you have that link still available and you want to put it in the comments once this video is uploaded, that might be helpful for some of the other viewers. If any of you have any information you want to add in about this reading, anything you picked up intuitively, because I know my viewers are highly receptive, that's wonderful. Links to other videos regarding the angel numbers, or the astrology that's dealing with the Leo stuff, because again, Leo is coming in with the 8s. Big changes coming in for us right now. Guys, remember to stay in touch with the love, and that we have a lot of healing going on, because these 3 cards are our best course of action overall today. Stay in our character, allow the healing, and let the love exchange between us and the others we are blessed to be a part of today. Because remember, all day long is our blessing. Everything is blessing us. It's about our focus. It's about the way we focus into the situation. And sometimes the package is ugly, just like the one video I put up about a week ago from the open mic. That one talks about this package, and sometimes it looks like, what the hell, there's nothing good in there. That's an ugly ass package. It's all beat up, it's ugly, you know what? But that's what life delivers you sometimes, something in a package that looks so ugly. But if you will tear that bitch open, you will find jewels and treasures and diamonds inside that are you, because that's what it's all about. I would love to read for you in regards to your own questions and situations and circumstances, and I enjoy the readings that I do. lphtarot.com has details on all of that, and I look forward to getting back with you again. And I absolutely love the part of me that aligns with you, because there is something that aligns to bring us together every time we get together. So one more time, it's lphtarot.com, as in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.